Okay, for whoever is joining this chat right now, you're also, let me just check some things. Let me know if the music is too loud or you don't hear the music too well. There you go. So I talked to my students and some of us agreed, I don't know if anybody saw the text, that we're gonna do a live stream, a drapery. Since with the COVID-19, people are staying home, so some people would love to see a little bit of a drapery study. So that's what we're gonna do. Hey, David. We're gonna have some people from the Swedish Academy joining in. So they have a project where they need to draw drapery. So this is gonna be done from live. I'll show you guys the drapery. So I set it up like this. So we're gonna do this in charcoal and chalk on tone paper. And let's just see how it's gonna go. Oh, well, the music stopped all of a sudden. I have no idea why. David Polina is one of the students from the Swedish Academy, just so you know. Oh no, please, the internet, don't go down here. What? There you go, we have some music again. Hey, Marcus. Do you guys hear the music or is it just too low? David, can you hear the music? Ah, cool. Okay, guys, let's draw drapery. And I think after this one, we're gonna do a grayscale as well. So some people are doing it in grayscale. Grayscale means like white, black, and let's say raw umber. Usually we suggest people to just have raw umber and white on their palette when they do grayscale because black tends to be quite of a strong color. So anyways, so let's just sketch it in. So basically what we usually want from students to do is just follow the steps, get an idea of where the top and bottom is. Right now I have a drapery. This one can be a little bit loose, even if let's say it's not as accurate as when you do as when you do a figure pose or a portrait. It's still a little bit more abstract. So we're just gonna sketch it in. I'm gonna visualize it first because it's a very beautiful composition. I really tried my best to do something like a little flow. I have more of a landscape layout over here. So I get an idea that somewhere on this side, the drapery will go out of the frame because when I squint down, that's almost blending in with the background. Paulina, don't forget to squint down. Always squint down when you're at the first stage of mostly when you're adding the flat tones, because those flat tones can give you so much sense of how the light falls. So try to simplify them. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit more with this camera because I'm a little bit too much in. Oh, there you go. I think this is a good start. Hey, Denny. Bună, bine ai venit. So people from the Swedish Academy. Denny is a Romanian girl, and she would love to just come to the Swedish Academy to get the chance to learn some art from a teacher like me, Miles, William, and stuff like that. But hopefully she'll get the chance to meet that right teacher. I think this is the best I can do. Okay, so right now, this is something I was talking with Jacques. You can start something like this, where you get an idea of, let's just say, certain points on where they are. There's nothing wrong with starting with specific lines. But the way I like doing it is more like this. Just get a sense of it. Right now, the middle of the paper is over here. So I'm gonna make sure that this line doesn't reach the middle of the paper. I still want to have a compositional work that will be quite nice to look at, not just a study. Hey, Truls. I live to make you proud. Okay, guys. So grab your projects, Polina, get your painting ready. Everyone, let's just work. I know that being at home can be quite stressful and boring. So I really, really hope that this can motivate you guys. I need to get my soft eraser. There you go. This will be interesting. I might draw it smaller than I see it. So I'll make sure that I fit some of the important stuff in. I usually don't like drawing smaller than I see it. I might not end up doing that, but so far so good. Okay, trolls. Just play some video games and, you know, I put this music, lo-fi beats, which usually is the easiest music to listen to. I hope I can still give you something even though you're playing video games sometimes. Let's take this one out of the frame as well. So we have this side out of the frame, this one out of the frame, because I want to see if I can fit more of this in. So far, so good. Eh, I haven't played video games in a while. Yeah, I know. Hey, Ville. Ville, are you working from home or are you going to school? Hey, Kat. No. I don't know why the music keeps stopping. I keep getting a error on everything lately. Ah, you're at school. Okay. What are you guys working on at school, by the way? Are you working on your still life or what's really happening there? And who's critiquing today? Casts and still life. Okay. You're setting up a new still life. Okay. So how is it gonna work? Are you gonna work at school for 2 weeks and then you're gonna be home for 2 weeks while other people comes to school? I mean, I know that Sana is still trying to make sure that everybody's getting the best right now with all of this COVID, whatever it's called, the you know what. So let's see how it's gonna be, because I mean, obviously I'm in Stockholm, I couldn't travel down. At this stage, when you draw drapery, it's important to squint a lot at it because there's so many folds. I remember when I was talking to, not Patrick, who was I talking to? Marcus. And it's a lot of things. Like I have 1, 2, 3, and then a fold. It's very easy to get lost in it. Yeah, squinting is really, really good. It does more than people think. This is when it gets tricky. There's so many folds. So squinting down and trying to keep at it. I'm still opening up my eyes to be able to see the line. I'm trying to separate the big shapes from the small shapes.